Most people grow up thinking that if you want to win, you have to fight. You have to speak up. You have to defend yourself. You have to prove your point. And yeah, that sounds right. It sounds fair. It sounds brave. But the older you get, the more you realize something uncomfortable. That's not how winning usually works. In real life, the people who come out on top are often the ones who never fight directly. They don't raise their voices. They don't confront. They don't explode. They wait. There's a very common English phrase for this. It's not elegant. It's not something you'd put on a motivational poster, but it's honest. Use others to do your dirty work. Yeah, that one. It sounds harsh when you hear it the first time, almost wrong. But if you've lived long enough, worked with enough people, or been disappointed enough times, you know exactly what it means. It means you want a result without paying the full price yourself. You want something done, but you don't want the risk, the backlash, or the blame. So you don't step forward. You let someone else step forward for you. They complain, they accuse, they confront, they escalate. And you just stay where you are, clean, untouched, safe. No arguments, no enemies on paper, just results. Let me slow this down a bit and make it real. Picture a normal office, not a movie office, a boring one. Emails, meetings, coffee that's never hot enough. There's always that one person, you know the one. Talks too much, pushes boundaries, interrupts people, acts like rules don't apply to them. Everyone feels it. Everyone complains about them privately. But nobody wants to be the one who says something officially. Because the first person to complain is always the problem. So you don't complain. You don't write emails. You don't go to HR. Instead, one day, casually, almost like you're thinking out loud, you say to the right person, "Hey, have you noticed how he talks over people in meetings?" And then you stop. You don't add anything. You don't push. You don't repeat it. You let silence do the work. A few days pass, nothing happens. Then a week. Then someone else mentions it. Then another. Now it's not personal anymore. Now it's a pattern. Management notices. HR notices. Suddenly there are conversations, warnings, changes. And you were never involved. You didn't attack. You didn't complain. But the outcome is exactly what you wanted. That's using others to do your dirty work. No drama, no stress, just patience. Now let's zoom out a bit, because this isn't just about offices, it's everywhere. Business works like this all the time. Two companies hate each other. They compete for the same market. If one attacks the other directly, it looks aggressive, desperate, risky. So they don't. They share concerns. They raise questions. They tip off someone with authority, a journalist, a regulator, an industry body. That third party investigates, writes reports, asks uncomfortable questions. The target company starts bleeding, legally, financially, reputationally. And the original company, they're not even in the story. They're just watching from a distance. Clean hands, dirty outcome. That's real power. And here's the thing most people don't get. Power is usually quiet. Movies teach us that power is loud, angry speeches, big moves, public victories. But real power hides behind systems, processes, other people's decisions. If you can make someone else believe they're acting on their own judgment, they'll fight harder than you ever could. Let me make this more personal. Friend groups. Someone betrays you, talks behind your back, makes you look stupid. Your instinct is to confront them, to send that message, to clear things up. But confrontation creates chaos. People choose sides, stories change, you lose control. So instead, you don't confront. You tell your story calmly to one trusted person, not dramatically, not emotionally, just facts. This happened. This is how it made me feel. That's all. And then you stop. You don't campaign, you don't repeat it. Over time, people start noticing things themselves. Patterns emerge. Invitations change. Energy shifts. Trust disappears. That person slowly loses their place, and you never touch them. That's a social kind of violence. Quiet, invisible, and very effective. Now let's be honest for a second. This strategy feels wrong to some people. They say that's manipulative, that's cowardly, that's unfair. Maybe. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Life is not fair, and it never promised to be. The people who insist on fighting fair often lose the most. This isn't about being cruel. It's about understanding the environment you're in. It's about knowing when direct action costs more than it's worth. But, and this is important, there's a limit. If you do this all the time, people feel it. If you rush it, it backfires. And if you lack self-control, you'll expose yourself. This requires patience, discipline, and silence. This is not revenge, it's restraint. So the next time you feel that familiar anger, that urge to react, that need to prove something, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, do I really need to be the one holding the knife? Or can I step back and let the world handle it for me? Because the smartest people don't fight directly. They stay clean while others do the dirty work.